Welcome to Ecclesiastes 3 today, 9 and 10. Listen up.
What profit is there to the worker from that in which he toils? I have seen the task which God has given the sons of men with which to occupy themselves.
So what profit is there, he says? What profit is there? We just went through these. There's a time for this, a time for that, a time for every which thing. And when you look at all the different things that there are put there, let's just say for a moment that we just look at the positive pieces, right? Let's look at those and consider if these were the things that you had in your life and this was all you had, would it be good or bad? So let's see what we've got here. We're just looking at the one piece. Planting, healing, building up, laughing, dancing, gathering stones, embracing, searching, and on it goes. And if you look at those in there in chapter 3, if your life had those pieces in it, you spent your life planting, building, healing, searching, trying to find the pathway. Those would be good things. Those would be positive things. This is some of the work that God has given you and I to do in our lives. So we're very blessed to have this work. I mean, left to ourselves, what would we do? I guess we would build nuclear bombs to destroy life. We'd probably design, manipulate DNA and create awful diseases and things like that, just because there's not enough bad diseases impacting from sin. So we've got to add a few more. We would get off into a bunch of that kind of mischief. But God gives us a different work to do, and so we're blessed when we do His work. But some of those things are not His work. We're not just dropped here, go have a party. God has given us work to do. There's work to do in this life. There's things to do. He wants us to seek and search and find His pathway. And it's a good thing. It's a good work that God has assigned us. Amidst all this futility and emptiness, God gives us a pathway, something to fill our life with that's good.
Let's look at a note for chapter 3, verse 10. According to Eaton, his commentary, our consciousness of God is part of our nature, and the suppression of it is part of our sin. And he goes out there to Romans 1. So yes, we are recognizing, if you read that section in Romans 1, it's quite fascinating. God has a plan that we would understand and have a recognition of Him, that He exists. This is His world. Yes, we've thoroughly messed it up, but it's His world. We are designed to be here. This world reveals God in all of its beauty, even in all of the crooked things and the sin graffitiing that's happened on this world. We still see the tracings of God's handiwork here. So when you see something really beautiful, remember, it's there because the God of heaven made it. And really, since He made the earth to be inhabited, and since who are the main inhabitants of earth, not AIs, not robots, not these big whales, but humans, we have this remarkable position here. God basically made a deluxe suite for us to live in, planet Earth, and put us here. And His design is for us to be wholly, healthy, and happy here. So, interesting business from the God of heaven. All right, let's put in a note here at Ecclesiastes 3, 9, and 10. Right here. What shall we say? The work that God has given us is good for us. Look at all those things, healing, planting, all that kind of stuff we just talked about. Those are good things. We are a plus in the world. A world with presently so many negatives. Why? Because sin's in the world, but God is reinvading. God is going to cleanse and correct all the nonsense in this world.
Hey, I'm glad you came with me this morning on this little tiny journey. Tomorrow, verse 11.